Welcome back to General Archibald's boot camp of Fire Emblem event hacking. Today I am going to cover two things on request from Nintenlord. I am going to cover, let's see, pools, I think that's what he wanted me to do, and how to make macros and just using the EA standard library. So let's go to pools. This is our pool. And so let's see. I haven't done one of these before, so this will be an experience. Let's see if I can figure this out on camera. So I guess instead of armory data, I'm going to write add to pool. And then what items do I want there? Then SHLI. Let's go Rex Blade. No, Regal Blade. Rex Hosta. And Forblaze. Then you do a little colon thing, align for, I think, yeah, let's see. Align for, oh, it's a semicolon. My bad. See, that would probably make the universe implode. So, it's a good thing. Okay. And then all of your pool data will just go wherever you write #pool, I believe. Let's see how that works. Alright. I should probably edit the map someday and add a real armory to this thing. Oh yeah, Survival at Chalfie is alpha version of a project for me. Let's see. I've been dabbling in FE6 hacking lately, so just kind of temp shit. Okay, I think I know what happened. SHLI. Let's go. Yeah, because shop lists don't like it when you misspell things. I learned that the hard way in another video. The Nintenlord kindly commented, it's like, oh yeah, you can't mess up with the shop list. Otherwise you'll get that annoying thing. See, there we go. It was just the misspelling there. So let's check this out. Vendor. There we go! Oh, sweet! Free Forblaze. Frickin' score! Just bought a Forblaze for nothing. It just gave me Forblaze. Amazing. But, okay, there we go. That's how you use your add to pool feature. Now, for shops and things, that's really the only instance I can think of that you would really use add to pool. But, you know, I haven't really experimented with it. Like I said, this is the first time I'm doing the pool feature. So, if you can think of anything creative with how to use these, then, you know, comment on the video, because I'm interested to see how this feature can be used. But, alright. So, let's open up our definitions file, and we are going to delve into the EA standard library. So here we go. Alright, this has all the standard definitions for classes, items, and characters. They have that for each game, FE6, FE7, and FE8. Now, if you would like to disable the definitions for a game and just use your own, but you still want all the macros and everything, right? So let's see. Where have I put things? Survival at Chalfie. There's got to be events around here somewhere, right? FE4A prologue. So, Never mind, I thought you could do that. I remembered getting rid of the FE7 definitions once, but apparently not. So, never mind that. I'm going to teach you how to make your own... Well, actually, first let's go over a macro, okay? What is a macro? This is a macro. See, it has the decapitalized house and then parentheses. But, say we wanted to do a house the normal way, without macros, it would be different. And macros are just made to make things easier to remember and just all around more doable. So, event assembler language. Vil match case. Vil shop chest door. SME. Alright, never mind. You know, I have a better example. Let's see. EA standard library, main code helpers. So this is all of the important things. Oh yeah, that's cool macro. I didn't realize that was there. Okay, so house, if you want to do a house event the normal way, instead of that you would have loca 0x07 house 1 880e. And you'd have to remember the command for 0e. But the macros just make it easy to remember. You want to make a house, you type house, do the little parentheses, do all your parameters. So how you do a macro of your own, because you can do macros of your own, and I have a list of custom ones somewhere around here. But, let's see. ET definitions, where is that? Okay, so, define, become ally. That will be our macro, and then character will be our parameter. Now, we need QC, character, and then parameter 00 to become ally. And that would function as a macro. So if you wrote this in your events and typed bada, bada would become an ally. In fact, let's test that out. Let's test out our new macroification. That's interesting. ET definitions. There we go. Oh, I didn't save the definitions file. That's a silly error. See? E becomes ally. So in effect, when the event assembler is reading the events, even though you write this, it will see this, and that's what it will write to the game. So macros are just a handy way for a human interface to make things a bit easier or more memorable. So, let's see. And then just going over the EA standard library, I mean, I'm not going to show you every macro, but main code helpers, you can read that one. It is full of handy dandy events. MISC helpers for text and stuff like that. So, yeah, there's the warp in macro, there's a lot. And there's a lot of stuff for FE8 to make the games more compatible with each other event-wise. Then there's, let's see. there's all these fighting macros, and I'll cover fight scenes in another chapter. And there's just things to go over. Tutorial disablers, stuff like that. And it's very handy of Nintenlord. But obviously you can make your own macros. I've done that. Let's see. Let's find some of Arch's macros. Actually, I think I posted them on FEU once. But let's see. The coveted Libyan Knights folder. Event assembler. BSFE7 definitions. So, here I've used macros to make giving units AI easier. Instead of remembering all those combinations, I just remember attack in range, and then the game writes that. So, I do it for added classes. It's just very handy. I've done some for music that I don't really use, but whatever. And then just some that I use. So, and these are some that I made. It's like rescue a character macro. Then become ally, become enemy, become NPC. That's obsolete. That is obsolete, since Nintenlord was so kind to create handy-dandy codes. Let's see, earthquake start, earthquake stop. Here's something to note for your macros: is if you are using multiple codes, like disacare, then you have enun, you always put a semicolon in between codes, and that'll tell the game to assemble multiple lines of code. So just remember that when you're making your macros. And I think that should cover everything. We covered pools, how to make your macros, and just use the event assembler standard library. I mean, you can browse through it, look for handy things. It makes remembering the things a lot easier, at the very least. So that'll wrap it up for this edition of Arch's Boot Camp of Fire Emblem Hacking. Hope you learned something valuable. So good day and good luck to you all.